In this video we are gonna color one of my coloring pages and I will put the link to them in the description. The colors I'm using: peach, yellow, raw sienna, red ochre, burnt umber, olive green, warm grey and Payne's grey. I am using round brush size 11 and I start with warm grey, really light layer, and I am coloring the upper part of the building. And while it's still wet, I am using the yellow to add the light from the lamps. Then back to the warm grey, and I'm coloring stripes on the awning, but I am leaving one stripe empty because there will be another color. And also I am adding warm grey to the tiles, the pavement and one of the flower pots. Now I'm moving on to the next color, the peach, and I'm coloring the facade, but I am leaving some parts empty because those will be like wooden parts and I will color them with different color. So now I will combine the peach color and the next color I will be using Payne's grey. So I will color all the windows one by one, and I start with Payne's grey and I'm coloring the sides of the window. Then I will add peach in the middle, and with clean wet brush I will blend the colors together, and at the end I added a little touch of yellow. So do this for all the windows. Then with Payne's grey I am coloring the awning, the empty stripes, and then later the lamps and little objects around the drawing. The bottom part of the house I will color in with the paints gray, and I don't really stress about where the shadows are or anything because this is like the first layer. We will be coloring more layers later. Now I am using raw sienna for the wooden parts around the building, like those planks, and on the facade planks, also the door and the window frame. Next I will use red ochre for the fire extinguisher and the flower pots. And this shouldn't come as a surprise, but I will use olive green for the greenery. Now I am using burnt umber for the frame of this sign, also the dirt around the plants and the tree trunk. So now that the first layer of the drawing has dried, I will be going over with another layer using all of the colors. So at the moment I am using paints gray and I am darkening some spots. I want my light source to come from the inside, so I am darkening according to that. And in this spot I went over 2 times because it looked too bright for me. I wanted it darker. And I am adding another layer of olive green for the greenery, but I let the previous layer shine through. And the same with raw sienna. I am darkening the door, the window, and also the planks on the top. But one of the part like which will be under, I will color in with burnt umber because that is like under and it's in the shadow, so it will be even darker than raw sienna. And with warm grey I am adding more dimension to the flower pot, and also the pavement. And if I want to blend out the color, if I think it's too dark, then I just clean the brush, and while it's clean and wet, I lift up the color or blend it out. So with burnt umber I am darkening the signs frame. Also I will add some accents to this wooden thing on the ground. I don't color in all of the tiles, just a few of them. And also I decided to darken this part of the window. And here you can see I am darkening the under part of the planks. I mixed red ochre with burnt umber and added a few darkened spots for the flower pots and fire extinguisher. Now with peach color I am adding more accents and dimension to the peach color layer, and also blending out some spots with clean wet brush. Also with warm grey I will add more dimension to the top of the house, and I blend it out and I let it completely dry because I want to add more yellow for the lamps. So when the warm grey has dried, I am adding yellow in this triangle shape, and with clean wet brush I am smudging, like blending out the color. So it's not like super harsh, but the light like shines, I don't know, it disappears at the end. And also adding yellow accents throughout the drawing. And for these lamps I will use the same technique. I will make a yellow like triangle shape and then just blend the bottom part with clean wet brush. Now I will add some shadows in the windows with Payne's Grey. Then I also will add some splatters with not all the colors, but few of the colors from our color palette. And the drawing is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And thank you for watching. Bye!